20 years ago, some people heard me playing some Christmas carols and they said I should go downtown by Christmas in the park. So I did, and within a few days I had my picture on the front page of the paper, and by the end of the week I made so much money it scared me. It was enough to get me hooked as being a street musician or a busker. That's the proper English name for a street performer, is busker. Ben Franklin did this. You know Ben Franklin? The guy who flew a kite in a rainstorm? I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. No, he was a busker, but his father convinced him not to because of the way people treat buskers. It's always been that way. Apparently back then, when some buskers were treated very well by people because they didn't have radio. They didn't have a CD player or MP3 players. They didn't have the internet. They didn't have TV or tapes or movies. You know, it was live or it was nothing back then. And so pretty generally back then, musicians got treated a lot better than they do nowadays. Nowadays, people lump you in with the homeless and treat you like you're homeless until you become homeless. That's what my story has been. I started out with a business and everything, and they literally drove me into the ground. They harassed my landlord, telling him that I was going out and begging on the streets, that this is begging. It's not begging. I'm performing for my money. What little people even acknowledge it, you know? Oh well, it was worth a try. I ain't gonna bother playing the high part, that's all hard. If he's not gonna tip me. I got fans from all over the world. People have emailed me. Somebody mailed me a letter from New Hampshire. They didn't mail it to me. They mailed it to the store that used to be behind where I performed at the cable car turnaround. There was this gift shop, and they mailed a letter to the gift shop with a cashier's check for $5 saying, "We absolutely loved you and your rabbit and your performance and your magic and clowning around and stuff." And but we didn't have any money or time because we were on our way to San Francisco Airport to come back home. So here's a $5 check for you. I never cashed it. I kept it as a souvenir. But then my dad, when he jumped on me, he threw it out in the rain and it got all mildewy, so I threw it out because it was covered with yuck.
Must be the nose.
Can you squeak your nose, or is it broken? Thank you so much. You have a happy evening. Yes, I told you about my first music teacher, Mr. Emerson. I'll always remember him walking around with a piece of bamboo and a jackknife in his hand, carving reeds for the reed players. And he'd sell them to the reed players for half the prices they charge at the stores. So they save a little. I think reeds back then cost like 75 cents at a store, roughly. He'd sell them for 35 cents. Back then you could get a Hershey bar for a nickel. So licorice was a penny. Bubblegum, And he said, find something you like to do that you do well and then do more of it than anybody else. I think he got that from his grandpa, Ralph Waldo. I'm not sure, I know.
We're pretty close to the rabbit. That rabbit's more loyal to me than my ex-wife was. Yeah, I'm attached to my bunny. I take very good care of Mr. Sugar. I think the world of him. Watch it, little Mr. Sugar. I got Mr. Sugar almost Labor Day last year. Labor Day week, the week before Labor Day. Minnehaha passed away. And after 3 days, I was just so bummed out. I went and I drove all the way from San Francisco to Gilroy to find a baby rabbit.